Alrighty, and we have actually started the recording.
Oh, thanks for letting me know.
You were away from your keyboard when I said it.
I was on a different floor of my house. I don't know, my headphones got down there.
Alrighty.
It happens, it's alright.
So, gosh, I'm not gonna ever get used to saying the hello to everybody while I'm in a call. There's currently thunder and lightning going on for anyone who's watching my stream or watching the VOD afterwards. So if I randomly stop streaming, it's probably because of power going out or something like that. But until then, we're gonna try and play some good old-fashioned D&D.
It's kind of new fashion. It's 5th edition.
True.
Yeah, considering.
All right.
Let me get away with it.
Old-fashioned D&D. Everybody calculate your THACO.
Oh God, don't remind me of 3.5. God, I started playing in 3.5, don't remind me.
THACO's older. That's like
it is. I remember Baldur's Gate and PC using that.
That's like, yeah, it's 2nd edition. And it's really is just what they do now, just in reverse.
Yeah, it's higher numbers are better, lower numbers are better now.
Yeah.
Or reversed.
Yeah.
You want the negative numbers. There you go.
But you just had a chart, and you need to roll this number or above or below to hit an armor class of 0. But yeah, I think it was below.
Yeah, the lower the better in the order.
So you had to roll below that number to hit if they had armor class of 0. But then if their armor class was 10, it goes up 10. If it was minus 10, it goes down 10. So the best armor class you could have was minus 10. The worst was 10. And 0 was like normal.
Alrighty, so I have chat up on my phone and my phone on my table. I think we're ready to start whenever you guys are.
No, I don't got nothing holding me back. I'm ready.
I have a bag of chips and a terrible accent to practice. Let's go.
Oh dear. Well, don't worry, I got to get into the accent as well for my character.
Just be thankful I didn't decide to do an Irish.
Oh gosh. But you might slip to it.
I accidentally pick up on your guys' accents without realizing it from time to time.
To be fair, a lot of people tend to actually pick up on accents and, like, instinctually copy it.
Yeah, I did.
It's an accent dent.
Newfoundland for a while, and that totally happened.
Oh.
What's supposed to look like? Mine is.
It was weird.
Alright. Let me go do some experimenting.
Alright, so here you all are in the lovely, newly sprung up town of Flan. Bit of a patchwork of people coming in as a new influx of potential riches and magic of an old civilization found under the soil has popped up, or was newly discovered, I guess. And the party is the newest group of these people looking to make a name or a fortune. Combination thereof. After a slightly spicy boat ride, they've all arrived and had their tour around the town. And that's where we're at right now.
Yeah.
Adventures out there.
Let's see. Does anyone have anything specific that they want to go and do? We did kind of just go through a list of places and people we could go and see.
From what I remember how we ended last time, we were just talking about what kind of thing we'd want to actually take on out of all the possible options on that, like the kill board.
The kill board.
It's not
The
wrong.
helping people board.
I believe we were talking about possibly going after the goblins and the frogs to find. They took something. What was it?
Yeah, they took supplies.
They got a
raided
shipment of
off of a ship,
supplies from another ship, yeah.
looted the place, ran off with it, and they're paying to get things back an alto per year, so it feels like the frogs they're not the most dangerous, and you can probably pick them off and take it easy, so it's not the worst job, and it pays decently well, so we kind of decided on that one.
The other option was like going to a graveyard full of skeletons and getting rewarded based on each skull we bring back, I believe. And
yeah, there was an undead problem.
There's a missing person.
Missing party.
That they wanted to find.
No, we decided that we wanted to try and bean some goblins.
I would like money.
Yeah, so time to go ahead hunting.
I would like the coin.
I would like to spend a day here, basically. I need to rest up after that last combat we had.
Yeah, I also need to rest.
Yeah, spellcasters do not do well with extended combat. Yeah, it's probably best that we also figure out where the hell our lodging is going to be, because we don't have that yet.
We have options. There's these tents that are probably the cheapest option if people are interested in staying in town. And I believe the what was it called? The Happy Hyena was also an inn.
Yes.
Yeah, the hyena. Got it written in my notes somewhere. I'm sure I can find it.
I mean, it's also in the chat.
That is true. I just also have an entire document, just nothing but notes.
So those are two places we can pay to stay, other than trying to live off other people's goodwill or going into the wild to sleep.
I mean, technically, just sleeping outside of the town is the most economically sound action.
Though not necessarily the safest.
No, it really isn't here because, again, this is a new town. We've never been here before. You'll be kind of doing some exploration before you sleep to make sure you're safe, or at least try to.
Yeah, probably.
That's
just lean up against the... Yeah, just go right outside the door, lean up against the wall, and sleep. What could go wrong?
When the guards say, "Shoo," you'll attract predators.
Then I'll just walk to the other side of the nearest tree and sit down there instead.
To which the guard says, "I can still see you."
Oh gosh.
We should probably go check around the tents, because I don't think a lot of us have a lot of coin on us right now.
Everyone should have 4 silver coins I split up at the end of last session.
Yes.
So we have that.
So you got at least 4 silver pieces.
Yes.
Joke's on you, I'm not poor.
Oh, good.
Joke's
then you
on
can
you, I'm
pay for accommodations for us.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, I know, right? Good thing I didn't have my accent on, so you know it's not in character yet.
Yet. Right then, so where did we leave off? We just finished the...
You basically got the tour, and the captain of the guard went back to their place.
We have some time to look around. We can talk to some people if you want. If there's someone specific you want to talk to, I say go for it. I might go to the bar. I am considering it. The Golden Grappler is what it was called. Yeah.
Yeah, that is down here.
Sorry.
I might tag along just because I'm interested to see what happens.
Actually, what point in the day is it? It's just past the afternoon, right?
Yeah, it'd be like, we'll say it's like 2 o'clock. Start from there.
Okay, so you two are off doing some day drinking.
I'm not drinking anything.
Okay, well, day drinking and
They don't
bar
offer
observing.
blood.
No, I don't even really tend to want to drink blood except if you attack me first. And only if I know I'm allowed to actually end you, because otherwise people would know my secret.
Self-defense blood drinking.
It was self-defense, you say, biting them again.
Tasty, tasty self-defense.
Smoothie.
That now makes me think, what does everyone else's blood taste like but doesn't want to check?
Oh no.
You know how some wines are described as dry?
So, Serafina or Elizabeth, is there anything that you have in mind to go and check out?
They would probably just like sit somewhere and just chill out and take a rest, I suppose.
Well, there's a garden.
I probably would like
Yeah,
go
like,
to the garden up until
3
at like the top
churches
of the
here.
map.
Yeah, there are a couple of churches and a monastery.
A literal couple of churches. There are 2 of them.
Yep.
3.
3 of them.
Well, one's a monastery/church.
I
Yeah.
guess that's fair. It's a semantic issue at that point, but yeah.
Okay, one was a beauty goddess, which is like this one up in the like the right hand corner, right?
Up here.
And then what was the other ones? I think one was Tempest. I think it was like a Tempest church, and then what was the other?
Timora, goddess of luck.
Yeah, so Tempest
Oh.
is the god of battle and storm. Goddess of beauty, and then down here is the goddess of luck.
With the really obnoxious person.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm actually gonna brave it, and I might go hang out at the Temple of Beauty for a bit, just to go see what that's about.
Oh boy.
I know.
What a coincidence.
I shared the reservations with her about that earlier, and she's like, kind of scared. But you know what? We're gonna go check it out. Maybe
Oh
being
gosh.
friendly with these people might be beneficial later on, because like they're sketchy. Not gonna lie.
Why are they sketchy?
Because of like the person running it, she's like, something feels like it's going on here.
You got
I think
some
it's a
bad
cover.
vibes.
It's got bad vibes, man.
I mean, I think you might have spells that could tell you if they're good or bad.
Yeah, clerics do get
Yeah,
some
but
pretty
I
nice
can't use
spells
it right
about that
now
later.
anyway.
But,
Oh, you're tired.
I'm tired.
Stuff
I can't use it.
Stuff like
Yeah.
detect good and evil doesn't actually detect alignment.
Oh.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna detect evil, but
It detects like creatures that are typically good or evil.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you as you head up to the church, the priest outside is cleaning basically the walls and the doors, and he looks up and says, oh, "Greetings, child. Thank you for blessing us with your presence."
Hi. Is there perhaps anything that you might need help around here with? Would you like some help with your gardening and your landscaping? I'd be more than happy to lend a hand.
Well, if it offers you serenity, I can certainly appreciate the help. We're not looking for a gardener, if that's what you mean, but by all means.
Not necessarily, just to lend a hand if you need it.
Certainly. Do you know your ways around flowers, trees?
I very much do, yes.
He walks over here and he's just like, perhaps you can tell me, these flowers haven't been taking as well as we expected. They're a very special flower to our faith. They're considered the favorite of the goddess, but they do not seem to take well to the soil up here.
All right. Well, could you tell me a bit about your goddess, and I'll see what I can do about these flowers in the meantime.
And he kind of goes in explaining, just gives you the kind of like the boiler plate pitch of Sun, goddess of beauty. She's kind of often depicted as a beautiful woman with long red hair. Basically, she kind of, I guess, not really, she doesn't really preach, but she's kind of the bringer of beauty in all forms. If you see beauty in a cloud or in the sky or in a sculpture, it's said to come from her, or at least that's what she likes to take credit for.
Right.
The temple itself offers many actual beauty services inside. You can basically get your hair and nails done.
Oh my gosh, it's a salon.
Yep. And
It's great.
there are certain perfumes that they sell.
I feel like I should not have let you go alone. Is it too late for me to say I probably would follow from a distance?
I'd say maybe at some point, if you start thinking about it, like, wait, that's not good, you could go and try and catch up, certainly.
Yeah, it'd just be like the walking with their monk friend goes, oh, wait, will you let the cleric alone? Runs out after the cleric.
The child.
And he's kind of very curious. He's asking about the coloration of your fur is most enchanting. Is that a normal color for your people or for your tribe?
Actually, a lot of my tribe happened to be lavender or pink due to the berries that we had to eat.
Oh,
The berries were actually mostly red in colors, like cherries or strawberries.
interesting. And the berries had such a profound coloration effect that they actually affected the color of your hair or your fur.
It's mostly the environment and the foods that we ate. Sure.
And he kind of looking, just kind of looking at your fur. He's like, if you were able to bring me some of those berries, I'd be most interested in looking them over, seeing if they could be used to make a dye of such pleasing colors as well.
Perhaps, but I had to bring the water back first, because no water means no berries.
Oh, very well. Consider it an open invitation.
I'll keep it in mind, should you ever require it.
Beauty knows no time limit.
Of course.
And he's kind of going through the flowers. And if you want to roll like a nature check.
Okay. This is not going to go well. I can already feel it.
Oh my god.
I thought
Or maybe the opposite.
20.
All right.
I mean, there's two opposite ends of the spectrum there. You rolled a natural 20 and a natural 1.
I don't know what to feel about this, but okay.
Timora smiles upon you, my child.
Yeah. So, kind of looking at these flowers, you can tell they're not native, and the soil isn't right. It's probably, by the look of the coloration of the flowers and the leaves, probably a little too acidic for them. So something, mixed in with the soil to lower that acidity would probably be quite beneficial to their growing.
Okay.
And do you tell him that, I guess, or?
Yes, I tell him.
Okay.
Like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, no, that's fine. You just be like, yeah, just tell him that. He's like, oh, interesting. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Serafina.
Serafina, oh, yes. My name's Adon. And he kind of, gives you a little bow and is, probably wondering a little bit about the obvious, he says, kind of motioning to his eye. And the big scar across it.
Alright. Well, I suppose it is quite questionable, but then again, if this is the beauty temple, I would say that at the same time, beauty is not only outside, it's very interior as well.
Well, I appreciate that, thank you, but it is unusual for one, especially one of the higher clergy, to bear such a blemish on their skin, and that's why I've come up here. It's seeking a bit of atonement, you might say. I don't know what it is I've done, but clearly I've fallen out of favor. And
well, if I may ask, how did you get that scar?
How did I get these scars?
God damn it. God damn it, I knew that was going to happen at some point.
It was inevitable.
It was during a robbery at the old temple I was a member of. I was returning one of the treasury boxes to the back room when I was caught off guard and caught in the face with a blow. Woke up. A large portion of the funds were taken. And the scar never quite healed right.
I'm sorry to hear it. What type of church were you at then?
It was a much larger church of Soon, in one of the larger cities to the south.
Do you have any idea who might have robbed you?
They never did find out who it was, no. It was some time ago. But I'm hoping to regain that favor. I've founded this church with my own personal funds.
Well, then I'm sure that you'll regain favor soon. If not, maybe you already have.
Well, he says, touching his face. I'm not sure that's the case, but thank you.
Does he not know how scars work? They don't go away.
Clerical magic can get rid of them.
Shh. I'm not there yet. Also, I didn't say it in my character voice, so it's not me.
Alright.
Okay.
I think
now you would arrive now. You catch her just kind of going over the flowers with the young priest. The young cleric.
I just kind of sit on the grass and I'm just watching. Not meaning to be creepy, but a little bit creepy. But it's not like I'm actively being creepy. It's just, if you're watching someone for long enough, it's considered creepy. But I'm technically just watching the scene.
As he's just kind of pruning some of the roots, he looks over to you, Seraphina. Does your friend always do that?
Honestly, I haven't been unpreoccupied enough to actually notice. I'm not sure. I waved to Riley. Hello.
You're welcome to join us.
Ripley, or not Ripley, gosh dang it. Don't mind me
One day.
just messing up a name. Riley does return the wave, but also is kind of like, probably not the best that I go over, but doesn't actually say that out loud, but she thinks it.
Alright, I think that's my cue to leave. Thank you for having me. Sorry I can't stay longer.
Well, you're welcome at any point. Thank you for the pointers about the flowers. Hopefully they will blossom.
Alrighty. Thank you. I leave.
What about our other two, the boys? What are they up to?
Well, I think I will go to. Yeah, I think I'll go day drinking, basically.
Oh gosh.
I'm gonna go to the Golden Grappler Bar, mostly just to check the place out, see what it's like.
Okay.
And because I enjoy drinking, so I'm probably gonna go here a lot.
Fair enough. All right, so as you walk in, there's only a smattering of patrons inside. It's, it's pretty dead. It's daytime. Just a couple people just kind of sitting around, having a drink. The door opens. A couple of them kind of recoil from the natural light. But as you go in, a big old centaur with a glorious golden mane and a glorious golden beard greets you. Welcome to my tavern.
So,
Come, have a seat, have a drink. You must be new to town.
that I am, and I thank you for that warm welcome.
We're all friends here. There's like a very half-hearted, yeah.
Yeah, he goes in, he sits down, he is ready to get a drink.
And he pours one. Someone new to the count, first one's on us. He pours you a beer.
Now that is very welcoming.
Well, out here on the frontier, we only got each other to look out for, and I'd rather you keep coming back here instead of, maybe going over to that other place across the street.
Was it that bad?
Well, you might say I'm a little biased about it, but pretentious elf runs the place.
I see.
He charges 2 gold pieces for a room at the bar, or for a room at his inn each night.
2 gold pieces?
Aye.
Must be real fancy over there.
It's as fancy as you're going to get up here, that's for sure. Except maybe some in the clerical room.
I'm gonna take first just swig of that after, it's basically like swallowing the 2 gold piece room idea with the drink.
It's So, what brings you here?
Well, hopefully, fortune and not death.
Well, here's to that, he says, topping up your drink. I lived a little bit of life of that life myself once in a while, or for a while. Luckily, I was able to retire, and with my spoils, well, this little baby will hopefully be my retirement.
Well, I have to say, I don't think you've done horribly for yourself. This place, very nice.
Well, when I heard this
Water, too.
place, when I heard of this place springing up, I thought, bunch of adventurers looking to find a fortune. That's a good place to start a bar.
You're not wrong. Here I am.
Here you are. Here they are. Here we all are. And he kind of like stomps his back two hooves. So you sit around and drink for a little bit. And, there's a little bit of talking amongst the patrons and, some various stuff. And most of the topic of conversation seems to be about these stories of these mighty tribes of wild dwarves, barely domesticated to the point where they forge their own metals, roaming through the Dragonspine Mountains to the north, destroying villagers and travelers. It's tough to say how much truth there are to the rumors, but one of them's very insistent on the story.
Fascinating stories. I haven't heard something like that in a while.
I don't know how much talk you can say into the things that come through here. Yesterday, I heard someone say they saw a dragon fly over the mountains to the north. Imagine that, a dragon.
A dragon. Stories get more wild every day.
Yeah, it's kind of refreshing hearing it just be a bunch of wild wooden, or wild, I guess, uncivilized dwarves with unkempt beards.
I'd like to see that. I've never seen a dwarf with an unkept beard.
Yeah, they're going on. They got like sticks and leaves in them.
I can't even imagine it.
Well, I think someone imagined it. All right, so yeah, you have your drinks and you hear your rumors. What about Chensu?
What about Chensu? Oh, good lord. So many places I want to go. So many things I want to see. So many people I want to talk to. Who the fuck do I talk to first? Well, if people go down there, let's go and let's just hit the streets. Let's do that. Let's just kind of wander around town until I just kind of spot someone of interest. Let's just head in circles, do the whole lap of the town again.
Okay.
Yeah, just kind of see if I spot someone interesting while just kind of meandering about.
I guess. I mean, it's hard for me to say who would be interesting for you. So.
Let's see. Well, there's usually a lot of interesting people among the homeless. They tend to be strange folks with their ears to the ground and know all the rumors and all the stories. So they're good. The monastery is a weird place. Really, all these churches are. The Church of Beauty perks my interest just a tad. And there was this really expensive looking bar, which looks like a great place to get some work at some point. The tavern, I think they called it.
Yes, at the tavern down by the water.
Yeah. Big, fancy, gaudy looking
Happy
place.
Hyena.
Probably sucks ass, but like, hey, I can probably make a quick buck off of them. Well, my mind's on the money. Screw it. Let's head down there.
Okay. So you head into the other bar, and again, it's fairly empty. Couple people there. Nothing nothing too exciting. People are drinking. The owner of the bar is working behind the tavern. He's a young elf with brown hair, oddly enough, carries a little bit of a stylized beard. Something very rare for elves.
Hmm. Well, not like I'd know much about that, but sure.
Might be something you've noticed in your travels, or not.
I haven't really been around for terribly long, so this guy looks interesting. He's got a bit of face floof on him. He's probably seen a thing or two. Well, he looks like a decent person. Let's see if I can get some cash out of him. And I'll just make my way right over to the bar then. Yeah, no hesitation. Plop right down on the first seat I can sit right in front of him.
It's like, welcome, welcome to the tavern. What can I get for you, traveler?
I think the question
Kinda
is
looks-
what.
Sorry, I was just gonna say he looks you up and down and quickly adds, "Can see you're new here. I don't reckon I've seen you here before."
I'll crack a grin at that one. I suppose it's more of a question of what can I do for you? You see, I'm a bit of a traveller and minstrel myself. I'm one who goes around singing the songs of my people and the songs of the heroes in the area. A bit of a musician, let's say.
Hmm?
Well, look around you. You know what place you're in, and I'll just kind of motion to the whole mostly kind of open bar like this. I'm assuming it looks pretty nice, pretty fancy.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it wouldn't be considered fancy in a city, but here it's definitely a step above. There's like nice wooden chairs and everything has like a well-crafted nature to it.
Mm-hmm. You're in a fine establishment here, sir. Let me tell you that. But it's
Yes,
all
I do.
quiet, isn't it? Dull and drab in the worst kind of way. Silent.
Well, it is only 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh. But, and I'll just kind of point forward a little bit. And you do know that it could always be more. Never settle for just good enough, right? Otherwise, you wouldn't have a place like this, would you? Now, listen, I've got a couple of companions in the town, and I'm not looking to get much out of this deal for them. This is more for me. I'm looking for somewhere nice to stay, and I'm willing to make a payment, let's say, in service, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Rent in exchange for the first proper good music that you probably had in this city in a good long time. I promise I won't let you down.
Tell you what, I will.
Just immediately, like, shoulders on the bar, fingers crossed, chin on top of the hands. It's like,
Yes, roll a persuasion to see how winning
shit.
is.
All right, how in are you? How bad did I do this? Persuasion, that's the button. That's 17.
Yeah.
Not the worst.
I'll give you the opportunity to perform for free, as in not charge you for the stage. If you pull in more than 2 gold pieces, I'll let you keep it and room for the night.
Well then, Sarah, you've got yourself quite the deal.
And depending on how that goes, we'll renegotiate from there.
I'll just stick out the hand and shake on it.
Very well. Now, can I interest you in a drink?
Well, depends. What have you got?
Well, we've got a little wine. You won't find that across the road.
Interesting.
The animosity.
Sounds like you've got yourself a bit of a rivalry, don't you?
Well, when you're the only 2 places of debauchery in the town, you're going to run against each other a little bit.
Well, you've got a bit of a classier place anyway. I should hit the ladies. And the gents as well.
No, there's... The clientele is what the clientele is. We get a lot of the clergy in here. and some of the magistrate and the town council members. Not a lot of the adventuring folk.
More of the higher ups than anything else.
We get the people that either know which wheels to grease or are the wheels that get greased themselves.
People who probably know how to handle themselves, then. Good. Well, I suppose I shouldn't be kicking my knickers around too long here. So, what's this wine stuff you've told me about? Never heard of it before.
Oh, it's a wonderful drink.
Well, I suppose that's quite yet to be seen, isn't it? All right, how much are we on for? Tell me.
It's 5 silver pieces for a glass.
And I'll just toss him 5. Just sure, fuck it.
And he pours you a glass of a nice wine.
Hell yeah.
And recorks the bottle.
All right, let's savor this. This looks good. It smells interesting. I've definitely not heard this before. Heard of or tasted this before, so fuck it, let's give it a shot. What's this like?
And he pours himself a glass, and he gives you like the really pretentious like wine tasting tips.
I'll absolutely like follow in spades. I'm just mimicking.
Yeah, he's got to you got to swirl it around and savor the bouquet, and goes and gives a little sniff and then a little sip.
Yeah, I'm gonna even recline partially in this on the stool here, just like on an invisible back, one arm on the bar sideways, the glass in one hand, is really getting into it. Just, kick another leg up on the neighboring stool, cross the other.
Yes, the vintage is it's 1472 by Dale reckoning. Wonderful year. The year, and they say that this one has a bit of a smoky taste to it that you can still just feel it permeating everything. They say it's due to a red dragon that nested in the mountains about 3 or 4 miles from where the orchard was.
You know, I'd always been wondering this since I've gotten here. There's not many drakes in these lands, are they?
Well, this wine's not from around here. This is imported from quite a ways away, but some of the old drunks around seem to say they've seen something around the mountains to the north, but shadows and clouds, their old eyes playing tricks on them.
Don't be always too sure about the rumors, sure, but great dragons. There's plenty where I'm from, to believe me. Dragons and their people, the lizard folk, scaly glens.
Oh!
Bastards.
Well, I wouldn't say that around the Temple of Dimora. But Tavin Glusk is quite a popular fellow over there.
Well, believe me, he sounds like one too. We respect those people where I'm from as well. They're good with their money, great with the forge. They own the mountains. I'll give that to them. Just as we have the sands.
Very well done.
And I'll finally try some of the stuff, like in earnest.
And I mean, it's like a good mid-level wine.
Yeah. Mediocre.
Yeah. No, it's like a good mid-level. It's above mediocre for sure.
No, it's slightly above average, enough that he can work it up a bunch and sell some people on it.
Yeah. Again, out in a little oasis amongst the wilds, it's pretty good stuff. Probably costs some money to get it in here.
Yeah, it's definitely a taste I've never had before. So good.
Yeah, there's absolutely nothing of the ashy taste though.
Yeah, that's just I'm not getting any of that.
No. All right, so you've got your potential accommodations for the evening hooked up.
And once I'm finished this wine bottle, to start working up on this, I'm gonna try and just walk around the streets, generally just strumming along on my instrument, humming a song to myself, and trying to draw as much attention to myself as I can without being obnoxious or in the way. Just kind of who the fuck is that person? Kind of what are you doing walking around?
And you catch some glances. Some of the more hardy types kind of give you a little chuckle, like, "You won't last 5 days out here."
Just singing around, drawing attention, just not paying attention to the hecklers, and keeping myself playing music, walking around, practically eyes closed, just
He's being a good bard.
being a good boy.
I wouldn't go that far.
Oh.
The player's
see how it
okay. The player's okay.
Mm.
You know what?
I tease.
I forgot to ask Mark Colos a question.
Sure.
Does he have rooms available?
He does not.
Okay.
He's only put up enough to be a bar.
That's what I thought, because I'm pretty sure this is just a bar.
Yeah,
I wasn't
single floor bar. That's about it. The fancy place across the street's got a second floor with rooms.
Gotcha. I think I'm staying in the tents tonight. I'm gonna have to go over there next.
Where are you going, sorry?
Over to where the tents are, because I think I'm probably gonna end up staying there. So that's probably where I'm gonna head to next. I don't know about everybody else though.
Okay. Yeah, so when you go over to the tents, yeah, it's quite clearly a worker camp for people who've just come in, don't have a place of their own, just getting settled. And the dragon board out front's kind of like, "How's it going, newcomer?"
It's going great. Have you been to what was it called again? The Golden Grappler.
Yeah. I go there every once in a while. Nice place, nice little atmosphere.
I like that guy. He's really nice.
Just make sure you don't spend so much you can't afford a place to sleep for the night.
I'll take that. Yep, that's good.
I like how he's just drunk already.
So, you looking for lodgings for the short term, or?
Yes. I plan to be heading out tomorrow.
We got a couple tents we can spare. Get it. Mosh brings you over to the tents. He's like, this one right here. Just cleaned up this morning. Gave it a nice wash down. 2 silver piece a night for the whole tent.
I look inside the tent for like maybe a second. I say, "Perfect." I give him 2 silver pieces. Actually, I accidentally give him 3 silver pieces.
And he gives you a little like carved wood token with the number 5 on it, and there's a little 5 on the front of the tent.
Got it.
All right. I mean, you're free to come as you go as you please, but try and keep it quiet overnight. A lot of these guys work pretty early. No partying, no women, no men. Just sleeping.
Got it. Tent for sleeping, nothing else.
Yeah, if you're looking to cause a bit of a bigger commotion, I'd ask you to go to the inn for that.
I like that place.
It's a recent rule. We had this started up recently after they lit the guy's tents on fire, who was the inspiration for it.
Oh.
How'd they start a fire?
I mean, it's not that hard, it's just like a torch and canvas tent. But
I love Nevin drunk.
the flames of passion were quelled that night for sure.
Don't kill the streamer.
By the hotter and more dangerous flames of shut the fuck up.
The spiciest flames of all.
Mm.
Oh, it's great. I have a couple of friends that might need to sleep too. Do you have more tents?
Yeah, we've got. I can get one or two more as needed.
Okay, I'll
I
find
mean,
them.
if they're just your friends, there's room for 2 in a tent if you want to share. Again, if you want to sleep.
Oh, okay, yeah. Got it. I will find them.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
All right. I mean, it's not a big place. As you head off out into the town, I'm sure you find them as they're walking away from. Well, where are you guys next after you leave the clerics of Soon?
I'm gonna try my luck at the Temple of Tamora, just not gambling or anything, because holy crap, I don't have enough coin to do that yet, hopefully. I'm just kind of looking around a little bit, I suppose.
Mm. Okay.
Also, very much just kind of like keeping an eye on the freaking supervisor, dude.
Yeah. And as you go in, they've got a couple card tables set up and like a roulette wheel of, a prayer roulette wheel, of course. And he's like polishing the little brass statuette at the top of the spinner.
And I look around for Tavin.
Yeah. He's outside out front, just kind of sitting on the steps.
Is this person there?
Well, we'll say they're off doing clericy stuff.
I kind of like walk out briefly and I just like flop on I sit down on the grass.
Welcome, traveler.
Hello.
Are you in seek of counsel, or perhaps a reading of your future, or
I'm
or perhaps you're just looking to buy fortune's favor?
Luck is not normally favorable for me, so I would probably avoid all sorts of gambling of sorts.
Then it sounds like you've got much worship to do then to get on the path of the righteous and lucky.
Is Timora the goddess of just specifically good luck, or is it just luck in general?
Well, I mean, the part that we spread and push is the good luck, but those out of her favor certainly would be subject to the absence of luck, which would be bad luck.
Interesting.
Why have you had a string of bad luck lately? Are you concerned of it?
I'd say I've had okay luck for the past few days and such.
That's good.
So, I'm not too worried as of yet.
And there's a call from inside. Tavin, when was the last time this was dusted? He hangs his head down. Even the high clerics of Timora can face bad luck.
Oh.
He says, looking back in the door. And he just kind of lets out a exasperated, I don't even know what to tell him. A week ago. And there's just a disapproving harumph and the sound of, like, polishing.
Honestly, it's probably as dusty as dry as his freaking humor. I don't like him.
He's harmless, but he is trying.
That's why I don't like him.
He sets the standards of the clergy. He is only here to get the best of us and ensure that we are properly portraying the bounty that you get for following the path of the lucky and righteous.
Still feel like he shouldn't just sigh and be so stick up the arse. It's not exactly a pleasant view.
Well, he kind of leans in. There's probably there was a reason he was sent up to inspect this church at the edge of the frontiers.
Think he had some bad luck.
Or someone at his hometown had a very good luck stumble onto him.
Yeah, I can see that.
Luck is a zero-sum game. You know, for every instance of good luck, there's usually a corresponding bad luck from someone else's perspective.
Very true. Like, I guess it would be unlucky for the goblins that they came across the ship that my party and I were on.
Suppose so. It was probably lucky for the owner of said ship that you were there, from the sounds of it.
I'd like to think that.
Well,
That sounds a lot nicer.
you make your own luck in some cases, but were the goblins unlucky because they came upon the boat that you were on, or were they unlucky because they were in a position where that seemed like that's the only option they had?
Probably a bit of both, to be honest.
Probably.
This might be a strange room, but words. Streamer goes.
You must be patient with your tongue, child, and the words will flow.
Don't kill the streamer. I might seem strange to ask, but do you know if there's any place I could stay that would actually give a roof over my head, so to speak?
Depends on what you consider a roof. The workers' camp is the cheapest place.
I'd assume that the most expensive place is probably the inn.
Definitely. Well, if you're really looking to spend some coin, most of the churches will have a room or two that they're willing to put out to for esteemed donations.
How much is an esteemed donation?
He kind of stands up and rubs his belly. If you're asking, you might want to look at the tents.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oof.
But you are always welcome to partake in worship.
So what kind of games are in there again?
Some card games and basically a roulette wheel. It's like a big wheel in the shape of a holy symbol of Timora with colored sections.
Yeah, I feel...
So you drop like a coin in and it bounces around between them.
Not gonna lie, a little bit interested in testing a little bit of luck, I suppose. Not too much coin, though.
Well, never hurts to see where you stand with the lady.
Hush. Shh.
This Bible explicitly encourages gambling.
Exactly.
Yeah, this Bible says if you can't gamble successfully, then you're not trying hard enough.
Not the the Bible.
The
Sorry.
Bible.
The
Bible.
My mistake.
Okay.
Drop a coin. See what happens.
Sure, let's do a silver piece, because I'm not gonna try to do higher, necessarily.
All right, you put it down and you make a bet on the roulette.
Yep.
Roll a d20.
Oh dear. Do I want to roll low or high?
High.
It's above a 10. All things considered.
It is. Fortunately, the house doesn't win if a 10 wins. And he thanks you for the silver.
Oh.
Even when you lose, it is a donation to the temple.
Yeah, I know. Is there any tricks that I can see that are here? As in, like, is there any funny business, like, stacking? Because I know there's some of that sometimes places.
I mean, the temples of Timora are known for being fair gambling. That's their kind of their major draw. Roll perception. Yeah, looking around, I mean...
Why? Why couldn't my luck be this?
Yeah, looking around, no, it seems to be completely on the up and up.
because of that natural 20, I immediately know that my next one's gonna be terrible, but I still want to try. One more silver, and then gonna probably have to leave.
Yep. Drop your silver.
Hey!
Oh my god.
Hey.
Hey.
And he hands you 4 silver.
Look paid off! Yes! Happy.
The lady smiles on you tonight, he says with a weird lizard smile.
Kind of like do a quiet under my breath, like thank you, towards the sky, but it's kind of just. Sorry. So how much did I get? It was 4 silver.
4 silver.
Is that including the one that I gave, or?
No, you win 4 silver.
Oh, yay! Hey, I have 7 silver to my name.
There you go.
That is probably gonna be where I will probably be like, okay, I should probably go. Thank you.
You're always welcome, unless you keep winning like that, he says. With a bit of a laugh.
Good to know, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta lose sometimes, because then it can continue. And I say this completely in my head, by the way, I don't say that out loud.
Yeah.
And then I will take my leave and probably go to the tents. And
Okay.
probably run into my monk friend.
Yep. But yes, what is Seraphina up to while she's gambling? After you split up at the beauty salon.
Okay, so I guess since we technically checked out 2 out of the three temples, I go to the third one just to go
Okay.
see what's up.
Yeah, and inside you see couple of young people in basically just simple robes sparring on a dirt floor,
Okay.
while an old gray-haired monk stands there and watches.
Interesting. I don't know. Do I just leave? Do I just leave?
But it's up to you.
All right. Is it safe to like just go like along the walls and like just go talk
Oh
to the
yeah,
monk,
like
or do
there's
I have to
like a
like walk
marked out.
through like?
Yeah, there's like a marked out center for fighting.
All right. Well, then I make my way to go to speak to the monk.
Well, welcome, traveler.
Greetings. My name is Seraphina. I was hoping that perhaps you could tell me a bit about your church and the deity you worship.
Well, yeah, we are devoted here to the study of Tempest, god of battle and storm. And he said it kind of does like the hand out kind of wave to show what's in front of him. These monks that are training are known as the inner eye. They're the calm at the center of a storm. But anything just outside said center of calmness is where battle may be.
Okay. So are these do your soldiers, or I guess rather the clergy here, are they known to venture outside the walls?
They have done so, yes. The most recent group, unfortunately, we haven't heard back from in some time.
Oh, are they the ones posted on the board?
Yes, they're the ones that the town agreed to, or the magistrate agreed to post a bounty to see if anything could be found of them. Unfortunately, they have been not seen since the trek into the graveyard. That was 2 weeks ago, and unfortunately, we expect the worst.
Do you mean the graveyard back down in the corner of the town, or is it a different graveyard?
Oh yes, it is not the local graveyard. It is an old graveyard that was here long before this settlement. It's come to known from the inscription on it as the Valhigan Graveyard.
What type of mission were they on when they disappeared?
Scouting, exploration.
All right. What type of
Yeah.
enemies would you say that they would have faced?
Well, we're not sure. That's what we went to look into.
Hmm.
But there's certainly, with an old abandoned graveyard such as that, certainly the possibility that the dead have risen.
Oh, that's never a good thing. Well, perhaps I can talk to my group. Maybe we might go find them instead. Or at least attempt to.
I would be careful. They were battle hardened people that went.
All right. I'll still talk it over with them. I'm sure that they might have some words to put into this.
Thank you. If you let us, if you find any sign of them, please let us know. Especially if you do find like their holy symbols, we'll know that you found them.
All right. Just to be clear, what are their holy symbols?
Yeah, the holy symbol of Tempest is a sword surrounded by flame, usually in either a medallion, a buckle on a belt, or a shield, depending on who wears it. Bracers are common.
All right.
But they're always adorned with a sword surrounded in flame.
All right. And one final question, if I may. How many went missing?
It was a group of 8.
Oh boy.
Not all of them were warriors. 3 of them were just attendants carrying supplies.
All right. That's good to know. Well, I'll leave you and your guys to it. Thank you for your time.
Mm-hmm. If you have any questions, please, that is what we're here for. And if you're looking to let off a little steam, feel free to spar.
All right. Thank you.
May the wind be with you.
Oh, okay. I make my way to go find the group.
Okay.
Travel to the tents.
So yeah, the 3 of you would end up meeting up at the tents at about this point.
I take 2 steps away from the silver dragonborn, see the 2 of them there. I turn around and say, "I found them."
He just looks at you and gives you like a thumbs up.
Did you start drinking already?
What makes you think that?
You can see the dragonborn behind him kind of like nodding his head at you.
Yeah, I figured he would be like, yes, he has.
Yeah, he has.
Kind of like walk up to my monk friend and just like flick his forehead. It's 2 p.m. What do you think you're doing?
Making friends.
Are you just that much of a lightweight that you just kind of got drunk already? I haven't left you very long.
I'm not drunk.
Insight check.
He's not drunk, he's just having a good time.
Well, I mean, I'll just leave that purely at your discretion.
I have a feeling he said it about the way that you said it. that I'm just like, sure you aren't.
I bought a tent. They said one other person can sleep with me. If someone else wants a tent, they pay 2 silver.
Kind of like glance to the Dragonborn, like he's telling
Yeah,
you.
it's two silver for a tent. You can fit 2 people in it.
Alrighty. I kind of like look at my half-orc friend and just go, he's a very burly fellow. Also, I got some coin, so I'm gonna kind of like walk over to the Dragonborn and just hand over 2 silver.
Good idea.
Ripley just kind of like, no, Riley, frick. I should just change your name to Ripley so I don't make this mistake. Riley just kind of like nods, like,
And yeah, it gives you a little wood carved with the number 6. It's yours for the night.
Thank you.
Not a lock or a key or anything. It is just the little thing that says it's yours.
Alrighty.
Alright, so you guys got a place to sleep. The bar's got a place to sleep.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, I'm not there. I've just been wandering around the town. You probably heard me like twagging away at something, and like that's about all.
So I go 1, 2.
4,
Someone
got it.
is not here.
Don't worry.
I quit, but I'm not there.
I would not worry about Chensu. Honestly, he's quite charismatic. I don't think you gotta worry about him. He'll worm his way somewhere.
What is Seraphina's plan for the evening?
Seraphina, do you want to take the tent with me?
I mean, I see like a whole bunch of like not used greenery out here, like the bottom of the map. Like, is that like, are there thoughts about me like just setting up like any sort of like camping spot there and like just sleeping outside? Are there rules against that? Yeah, like over down like by the cemetery in the boat where we docked in.
Oh my god, right next to the sign maker's post.
That would be frowned upon, yes.
Oh, all right. Well, then I'll put up with focus brain. I will get a tent with Riley.
Okay. Yeah, as you kind of are looking over, there's like, no. He's setting up, just like, we had to put a stop to it. People were leaving food. It was attracting animals. No camping within sight of town.
Yeah, probably not the best idea to camp outside of the town, to be fair.
If you want to go out in the wilderness, that's fine. We just... not that close.
Can I give 1 gold piece to Riley for like my half of the tent?
Well,
Okay, that's overpaying 5 times the cost of the total tent.
Oh, okay.
it's
well,
1 silver. But I will happily take 1 silver.
If you don't have any silver, you can break down a gold piece into 10 silver.
She should have silver. She should.
No, I have silver.
Okay. Or you
I
can
have
bear
10
a
gold
gold
and 4
piece.
silver, so...
Yeah, you can bear a gold piece if you want. Or a silver.
What am I doing? Why am I cooking stuff? Conniption. Okay, I'm good.
It's okay.
Alright. Well, I'll just ask if I can get it this. I'll pay for it tomorrow night or whenever we need to pay for it next.
Alright.
Sure. So you guys all got a place to sleep. So as evening rolls around, and you've been self-promoting around town, Chensu. The bar is picked up a little bit. He's got not really a stage, but a little empty spot over in the side, set up where he can perform. A few torches in the back. What do you do for your performance?
Oh boy. Okay. Right. I've been going about most of the day trying to play a little something, get my eyes on, figure out what this town is about. It's a lot of people from all over the place, so I feel like today I do something from home.
Okay.
And I'm going to sit down, I suppose, just kind of put myself on a stool there, lie out with the dulcimer there, and just, like, when I feel like it's starting to get to the right time, make sure things all nice and tuned up. And in addition to just playing normally, like as I usually do, I'm trying to make a bit of music and trying to play a bit of song, playing just from the soul here, doing whatever I can. I'm also going to throw in using prestidigitation when I can for making minor sounds, not like full orchestrated or anything behind me, but adding like the occasional little like rumblings of drums and the sounds of other instruments that usually accompany these songs that I can't quite get on my own anymore.
So you basically would have to stop playing to do while you're doing that, so they wouldn't be together.
They would be set up beforehand, basically. Like, I'm going to start a song, I'll think about it, I know what I'm going to do, basically set it down like a drum rhythm that would last for up to an hour, as prestidigitation does. It's basically be like, all right, lay me down a beat, and then have like this very quiet little like kind of old school drums just going thump, 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 kind of like little beat playing behind everything else that I'm doing. It just lasts for the most of the song. Just as a little something to try and get the sound that I want out of it. I can't get everything that I want to do just on my own quite yet, so just a little bit of prestidigitation beforehand to try and fancy up everything. That, and also to clean myself off. I've been walking around all day. Let's look nice. I don't really have anything else other than that I can do, so just playing music, trying to get a feel for the room, playing something that feels less like upbeat and spirited that you think when you're usually drinking, but more like kind of a beautiful background sound.
Sure, yeah. All right, yeah, you're doing something a little different. Sure, roll performance at advantage.
Oh, all right. Performance is this one. 21.
Ooh. Okay.
Advantage was worth it. That was an extra 2 points.
All right. So yeah, you play away the evening. You got your little I don't know, what do you use to collect money?
I really don't have much in the way of a case, do I? The thing I usually play just kind of gets strapped backwards on my back, so I'm just gonna. I suppose I'll just put open what do I even have on me? What do I have? What do I own? What do I own?
You don't even have a hat because you got horns.
Yeah, I don't even bother. I just have like a shawl I don't even wear. Shoot.
So as you're getting ready and he sees you don't have anything to busk with, he drops you, or he provides to you like a silver bowl.
Perfect. That'll do nicely. I'll just make sure to put right in front of me, and yeah, that's really about it. I'm just gonna get into it, let myself just kind of zone out and sing the songs of the stars and play to the soul. Apparently, it works pretty well.
All right. Yeah. So you put up a nice performance, and the crowd gets into it. It's a nice time. It's it's not the busiest place, but the people there enjoy it. At the end of the night, you clear 31 silver.
31 silver. All right. It's a 10-1 in this, right? So 10 silver is 1 gold.
Yeah,
3.1 gold. Yeah, don't put anything in Electrum. Nobody likes Electrum.
And was there
Alrighty.
any other kind of as we get ready to go to sleep? Was there any other shopping or searching around that people wanted to do before the day was over?
No, I'm good.
I mean, I know what I spend my day doing, so it's not like anyone doesn't know who I am or that I'm here at this point. So
Yeah, that's 3 good,
Yeah.
and the 4th one you good too.
Yes. Wait, am I
Alright.
muted? Okay, I don't think.
All right.
yeah, time to hit the hay.
All right. So you sleep in your fairly nice room that night. You see how much you pulled in. Got a nice straw bed. Everyone else has got their sleeping packs on the ground in a tent with a faint aura of snoring around them.
Suckers.
Morning comes.
Hooray! Long rest time. Oh, my last bardic inspiration there. That worked out well.
Okay. What should we
Righty.
do?
Well, it's the morning, so you three are all up together.
Mm-hmm.
Can
I
I go
don't-
to the market?
I don't quite know exactly where Chensu went, so it might not be the worst idea to go try and find. Well, actually, I have a pretty decent idea of where he might have gone.
You mean you didn't get a tent?
Not that I saw or heard. I think he'd hear.
We gotta find him, and then we're gonna head out, right?
Yes, I would assume that's probably exactly what we should do.
I heard that the inn, it was called the Happy Hyena. They had rooms available. He might be there, though it's really expensive.
Exactly, that's why he'd bloody find a way in there now, wouldn't he?
Well, only the best for a bard.
This one gets it.
Yes, a stuck-up one at that.
Well, let's go. Time's a wasting.
And make sure you don't grab yourself a drink.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'd like you not to be any sort of drunk while we're starting our adventure.
I won't get drunk.
What did I tell you? The first thing that I said when I got to the tents.
What do you mean?
Exactly. You don't even bloody remember that, so. And I pat his cheek and walk towards the freaking binka.
You'll remember the name one day.
All right. You head down to the inn.
The Happy Hyena.
Yep. The Happy
That's the one.
Hyena.
Tensu get up early.
Shensu rises with the sun. So,
Okay.
yeah, pretty quick and early. Up and ready and cleaned up a little bit, though that morning routine takes a hot minute, so.
Okay. So yeah, as you go in, he's already down there eating his complimentary breakfast.
And complimenting the chef as well, because damn. I don't know what this is, but I like it.
It's just porridge, man.
Well, it's new to me.
There's a little bit of nutmeg mixed in. Yeah. It's kind of a little secret. Not really secret, but it's a little something.
Well, it's still new to me. I'm just going to enjoy it. Fuck yeah, this is great. Place is comfy. It's not actually cold like everywhere else out here. Like, people tip well.
Yeah, so yeah, come morning, as you guys get up and leave the tents and go down there, you come in and he's eating a nice steaming bowl of porridge.
Ah, there you are.
Yeah, perk up immediately like, friend.
Are you ready to set out for the day?
I'm just gonna hold up a bowl of porridge without saying anything.
Okay, I guess we'll wait till you're done.
What kind of dreams did I eat last night?
I'm patting the spot beside me. I'm welcoming him to sit down beside me. Like, come on.
It wasn't a particularly like restful sleep. Obviously, it wasn't like detrimental or anything, but yeah, you woke up quite a bit. You really didn't get a lot of like deep dream eating that night.
I suppose because no one else was either.
Yeah, it's just a lot of tossing and turning, and
Betcha a bunch of the people here probably had good dreams of which I could eat.
probably.
Agitated Riley noise, but not actually. How does eating work?
Well, you see, when a food and a mouth really love each other.
That's not what I mean.
You're probably asking about like long rests and eating, right?
Oh my gosh.
Kind of, because like I guess I have like rations in my inventory, and like there's just like don't go down. Like I still have 10 rations from like the last time I like.
Yeah, your food was included. Your food was your food was included on the ship, but here with your tent, yes, you would use a ration.
Okay.
For your eating. But Shensu would not because his food was included.
Mm-hmm. No, I got room and board, all y'all's. I am a hard-working citizen.
Yeah, because you're charismatic and you can actually do things. I'm antisocial and can't. I could help
then, alright.
I could help someone learn how to do magic-y things, but that's about it.
I believe the title we're looking for is a hedge mage.
Screw you. Not actually, though.
So just as you're getting served the breakfast, the owner's like, all right, you pulled in a little bit of money last night. Good addition. Here's the deal I'm willing to go with. Everything after 15 silver, 1.5 gold pieces, we split 50-50. Before that covers your board.
Alright, fine, but only because your food's good. And I'll slap a hand out and agree with them. Handshake.
Well, someone who appreciates the value of a captive audience.
Somebody who appreciates the finer sense of aesthetics. It's important to look good without looking gaudy, and I think you've struck a nice balance here. I like it.
You can appreciate extra silver flowing and extra drinks being drunk.
And I've always been looking for another audience. Looks like we found ourselves a nice mutual agreement, haven't we?
Well, try not to get yourself killed out there, then.
Believe me, I've got no plans of the sort.
No one ever does.
Yeah, the goal's not to die, and so far, so good.
If you go over on the edge of town and look at each one of those graves, they all say, wasn't planning to die.
Well, I'll be entirely honest with you, and I'm not quite sure how it works over here, but most people for Rymum aren't exactly planning on offing themselves. It happens to the worst of us, it happens to the best of us. We get over it.
No, that's my point, is, none of them were planning to die.
No one ever plans to die.
Not out here.
So you might as well live like you're going to enjoy yourself. Have fun with your life. Have a good time while you're at it. Instead of just slaving away every day. That's why you become an artist.
Riley's looking like she's wanting to argue, but she's still just hiding it behind her mask.
She'd
I'm
better.
not sure this is the best place to be an artist. Though maybe you'll seek inspiration for better times in your life. But
In dark places. Well, I suppose I shouldn't keep the rest of my team waiting. I'll just kind of like clap my hands together now that I'm finished actually eating food, and thank him for his time, and not keep the rest of the squad waiting, because we've got shit to kill, and I'm feeling the power of porridge.
The power of
it
porridge.
sticks to your ribs, man.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. I have problems with oatmeal. I don't want to think about porridge.
Porridge powers activate. Cause someone to vomit.
I knew you were gonna go there.
Blech.
That's a really niche use of the command spell, but I could probably do it.
You just look at someone and you say vomit.
The person would have to be capable of doing it, though.
Yeah,
I mean, everyone's capable. You just poke the back of your mouth and go.
It's more that the person has to be aware of how to do it. If they don't know how to do it, then the
Yeah.
spell fails.
You just sit, they like dry heave for a second and the spell ends. Or gag or something.
Yeah, it's they have to do whatever you tell them to do if the spell succeeds, but they don't know how to do it, they do nothing.
I'm pretty sure most people know how to stick a finger in the back of their mouth.
Oh, that's the question, though. Do they know that they should stick a finger in the back of their mouth?
That is
fair.
fair.
Yeah, like
a lot
how
of people
much
with below average intelligence scores. I'm not naming any names here.
But I mean, yeah, and also in kind of this time in this setting, would that be as common knowledge? Maybe, maybe not.
Probably if you drink a lot.
Well, no, the drinking does it on its own.
Ugh. You can say it as your character, you know.
Oh, I could, but in the meantime, I'm gonna go. Yeah. However, I'm not going to admit that to any of you. So instead, I'm going to go stick you all with the party and go kill us some whatever the hell we've decided on. I honestly can't remember the greatest anyway. Goblins or something.
Yeah, goblins and frogs. The same thing we dealt with on the ship.
Froglins, got it.
I hope.
Froglins.
Frogoblins.
Frogoblin. Frogoblin.
Oh my gosh.
Frogoblin.
Frogoblins. Just don't throw the frogoblins.
There's no fro hobgoblin.
Don't mind me just dying.
Alright. So you guys group up and you're heading outside the town walls?
Yup.
What general direction did we learn for where to go?
Oh no.
You didn't.
There it is.
I mean, we could start where we got attacked, and then...
I mean, we kind of got attacked before we even arrived here.
God.
Which way did we come from, Mac? Don't worry.
Would have been down this way.
Okay, so probably heading back towards that way would be a good start. Try to get back to where we were.
That looks like a graveyard.
That would be the missing people graveyard, yes.
Well, let's kind of stay till the water's edge, so to speak.
Okay.
I think we should go with the goblins first, because I feel like the graveyard is like major gonna get your butt kicked territory.
That's what we're gonna try and do.
Also, it's not fully made yet, because you said you were going to do the goblins.
Yes. I mean, the thing is, we're trying to first find them, and I'm kind of saying we should head back to where we got attacked, and then go from there, because we can at least track where they came from.
Yeah, we know they're like taking supplies somewhere as well. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to find where they took the supplies, basically.
Hmm. Yeah.
Oh.
Now, it wasn't your ship in particular that was hit, but yes.
Oh, could we actually ask if, around to see if those people are still around, or are they, like, I assume the reason that there's the bounty is because they got back. Can we try and find the people who were on that ship and ask kind of where they got attacked?
Alright. Yeah, roll like an investigation as you kind of ask around town.
Oh, investigation is one of my better things. Ha! Does anyone want to help me in this search? Because I feel like this should not just be me.
I can't help you.
Is anyone else trained in investigation?
Probably not. I don't know.
Do you have a little check bar next to the word investigation on your sheet?
Nope, I do not.
I am like 80% sure that if I had to help you in your investigating, it would get worse. So
you're good at talking. Maybe you can
I'm
talk
easily
some...
distractible.
Yes, I suppose.
Yeah, so you ask around, and there's like, I think a couple of the crew's still here. The pilot, or not the pilot, the captain on the ship, though, they went back. Said, screw this place. Because they had nothing to sell. They're probably coming back. But if we can get this... Basically, the town still wants the supplies if they can get them back, but...
Do you guys know where we could maybe find them?
And you can get some vague mentions that the goblins probably sticking near the trees, near water, where they've got the frogs, but no one really seems to know where they are.
Suppose we're gonna probably head... Yeah, I guess we're gonna do exactly what I originally thought. Like, hey, let's head back to where we got attacked and go from there.
We're gonna wander the forest. Hopefully find something.
Well, we're gonna try and track things through the forest, to be fair.
Oh boy, more things I'm terrible at. Let's go.
Is anyone else proficient with survival?
I am proficient in survival. I'm actually pretty good at it.
And I believe Elizabeth, are you?
I gotta redo some stuff. I reloaded the page.
Yes, you are good at survival.
I gotta get there first.
Don't worry.
Okay.
DM has said that you are good at it.
Alright.
Oh gosh. Giant token of me.
Yeah,
Lord knows all.
we'll just use...
Eeg.
That's the party for now.
Hey.
Awesome.
So...
Over the river and through the woods.
So as you head over to the river, how do you plan on crossing it?
How big is the river?
The river is, say, roughly about one point nearby. You can see where it's probably its narrowest, 90 feet.
How deep is it?
Gets, gradients out, definitely over your head in the middle. Tough to say how deep it goes.
So I'm going to basically question this. I'd like to put my hand in it and see if it's a fast stream or if it's just a calm.
I mean, you can, even without putting your hand in it, you can see it's moving at probably it's not, it's certainly not like whitewater. It's not fast, but it's moving. If you were to drop a leaf, you'd watch the leaf go down it.
Okay.
It's not dead water. It is a river.
There's no trees nearby. We don't have a boat. It's 90 feet, though. I could probably wade through it.
It's definitely over your head in the middle.
Yeah, you'd probably have to swim at one point.
There would definitely be swimming involved.
Yeah, honestly, I think we're probably gonna have to wade through it. Looks towards the bard.
I have an idea though.
Okay, what's your idea?
Alright, so I'm assuming it goes into the ocean, right? Like it flows into the ocean.
Yeah, it flows out. Well, the sea. Yes, it flows out into the sea.
Alright, so then we'd have to go up the river, like north, like towards the graveyard a bit, and then from there we could get into the river and we can swim towards the ocean, but as well like as going across from it, so you don't tire yourselves out too fast. If that makes sense.
So just diagonal swim it, you're saying?
Yeah.
Basically,
like how you would accept a
90
riptide.
feet.
Yes.
It's only like 90 feet long, so it's not an incredible distance.
Yeah, wide, not long, but yeah.
Like most characters can move 30 feet in a single turn.
Basically, just don't try and force yourself like straight. Don't try and like fight the current. But like, if
Like,
it starts
like,
sweeping you,
make
just
it-
keep swimming straight.
Yeah, because like the idea is like to not fight it, but like to just kind of make it do most of the work.
It'd be like a minute to cross.
I guess I
Yeah,
think
'cause,
we're
like-
swimming.
If we don't have any other way to go across, because like I need my inventory update because I don't actually know what I have anymore.
Oh dear.
I don't actually know what's in there. So like I would be like, yeah, I could probably try to help and I could do this, that, or the other, but like at the same time, yeah, definitely probably don't have things to help.
I'm gonna take my quarterstaff and kind of like poke at the bottom of the river. Just
It's rocky with some mud.
yeah, I'm just kind of making sure that I'm not gonna like completely lose myself.
I mean, yeah, okay. So you can use that to kind of poke out where the rocks are. And alright, so you guys are going to go swim across?
Yeah, I guess so.
That's my plan.
Alright.
Against my jetter judgment, yes.
Could I roll perception to make sure there's nothing bad in the water?
Sure, yeah, roll perception. No, you don't see anything out of the ordinary. There might be some fish.
As long as it's not piranhas, we're good. And as long as it's not a crocodile, we're good.
Yeah, it seems to be just a pretty normal looking river.
Let's
Okay.
swim. Oh boy.
As I said, it's a pretty easy swim. Just everybody doing athletics at advantage.
Oh boy, athletics.
Yeah, that's an 18.
Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
I tied you.
Ooh, hey!
Hey.
So yeah, you all swim across quite easily with Serafina being quite at home in the water, quickly making it to the other side, followed a little bit behind by Riley, and not far behind the other two.
Riley kind of floats a bit. Because she's not fully alive.
Luckily, you're not fully vampire because it's running water.
Yep, that would suck.
Mm.
I'm only partially vampire.
Wait, are vampires weak to water or something?
They can't
know.
cross running water in some things.
Yeah.
I figure I swim faster because I'm just like, I don't like water.
Mm.
Just there's the
I swim
small
slower
voice
'cause I'm not
deep
used to
down going, nope, 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 nope.
So
You're noping out, and I'm just like, I've done this like 3 times before, and I think I've got the hang of it.
yeah,
Good job, good job.
It's just a doggy paddle.
Told
You
you
got
to
it.
assume that I do not also do the doggy paddle. Swim.
It's a nice, easy swim. You guys are a little soaked, and the air is, it's cool. It's like 65 out, or 20, 16, 18 in non-freedom units.
Is it sunny out?
It's a little overcast. It's not dark, but it's a little gray.
Chansu, could you maybe help dry it off?
Yeah, I'm already just like going down every little piece of clothing that I have. I smell like rain after a long drought right now, and was going poof, 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 poof on every little piece of clothing I have, just to go like nope, to dry myself out first and foremost.
I just wring out my clothes a little bit, and I'm like, good enough.
I know I'm doing you next. I see that and just go, no, and poof you. No, now you smell like sand.
I hold up my spell book. Thankfully, they're treated for this a little bit, so.
I kind of want to shake off like a dog.
Please do.
No.
Like,
that feels like an athletics.
An athletics check.
To see how well you shake. Yeah.
Take cover!
Roll me a D3, so just type /R1D3.
Let's see who you spray.
Oh. Can I get that as a copy paste thing in Discord so I can see what it's actually supposed to look like?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I did a dumb.
Oh, it's okay.
No, it's fine. That's just how that works.
There we go.
2. So, Riley,
Take cover!
as you're all drying off, she just starts shaking, and she dries off pretty quickly, but roll a dex save as she does it right next to you.
Super soaker.
Yeah, and you wind up extra soaked.
Riley looks like a wet
I have
cat.
to clean you again. I'm disappointed I have to clean you again, but I'm just gonna like from a distance this time. Just
Riley looks like a wet cat. An angry wet cat.
Oh no. Oh no.
But you are across the river.
Sorry.
Next time, make sure you don't do it immediately beside me.
I'll make a note of that.
I think your ear hit me too.
Yeah, that's like the slap of like a towel, when you
yep.
the ear gets a nice wet whip going. So, you're here. What's next?
Probably going to go, I guess, into the tree line? Question mark. What do you guys want to do? I should not be the one leading this.
I think we might want to follow the water, by the ocean or near the tree line near the ocean.
It appears that there's a path on the beach where the trees meet the sand. Perhaps going that way might be the best. If we're going to find the goblins.
Probably.
Okay. Alright, so you guys follow the outside of the trees until it meets water, and you're looking for
any
signs of the goblin?
Yeah, we're gonna look for signs that goblins have been here or not and try and see if we can track it.
Yeah, let's have someone, whoever's good at tracking, roll survival.
I'd say probably the cleric.
I'll heavily roll survival.
Yeah, you're probably going to
give
be
you
the best
advantage then.
Okay, it's a 23.
Nice.
Nice roll. This sounded sarcastic, but I meant it.
It sounds like something else that I can't say.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about, and I absolutely meant to say it so that it sounded like that.
I have no idea what you're talking about, and that confuses me.
Oh no.
I can't do it to you because that'd be too weird.
Yeah,
That's
don't say it
fair.
on
I
my
don't think I
stream.
want to know. That's okay.
All you gotta know is it sounds like the Wii Sports announcer for the bowling game. That's all you gotta know.
I think I'm even more confused
Don't
now.
worry about it. Don't worry about
Oh,
it.
jeez.
Oh no.
Somebody who knows him better to give him it.
I'll send it, don't worry.
I'm the Wii Sports bowling announcer.
I like this one. I like this one better.
I see. Fair.
I think you
This-
meant this one, but eh.
Yeah,
Either way.
that's the one that I always think of. It's the Wii Sports one.
Okay.
With that
They're probably
break.
going to us. We're just like a bunch of children.
And the people watching the VOD will never know what we're laughing at, except when they
That's
do.
That's okay.
Okay, what was I doing? I forgot.
You were tracking some goblins.
Okay.
So, as you're moving into the trees, looking for these goblins that have been just a terrible, terrible burden on trade and travel, you come up on a pair of goblins sitting in around some trees just eating berries.
Shoot, they look like they have the hats like the other assholes who attacked us earlier did.
These do not have the frog hats.
They're the inland goblins.
They haven't noticed the party. Back in the wood, back in the trees, and they're just munching on berries.
Okay. Well, I guess we found what we were looking for, kind of.
It doesn't seem like it's the... Yeah, it's... That kind of message doesn't look like... Like, I message Serafina. Like, they don't look like the frog goblins.
I wonder if their hats were some sort of party sorting thing. Like, the ones with their frog hats have to go out to the water and get things that way. Meanwhile, these ones go and they either collect berries or they just seem to munch on them. I don't know much how their society works, or if they even have a society.
By the way, your message back to me just cut off, like, partway through that. And I'm just like, I'm sending you another message because you didn't finish your thought, but also come back here so we can just talk.
Oh, I'm supposed to... Okay, I'm by myself. I didn't realize I was by myself.
Well, you're kind of leading up ahead when you come across them, yeah. Because you're doing the tracking. I mean, they're not exactly that far away, but...
Okay. So, should I...
So you're gonna go back to the group?
I would go back to the group, yeah. I'm not about to face those guys alone.
Alright, as you head back, roll me a stealth.
Oh.
She's wearing heavy armor.
Oh no! Got a -1.
Oh no.
Ooh, that's
No,
a 2.
God!
As you go to head back to the group, you immediately step on a large dry stick and it just cracks.
Crunch.
Oh.
Riley visibly face palms.
And you hear some like goblin sounds, and they like stand up and start pointing.
Just the evil monkey from Family Guy. That's just all I can see.
Yeah, just finger out.
Get this completely deadpan, just like straight, just like really. All right, here we go. We're on.
They draw their weapons and but they take up like a defensive position.
So these guys may not want to fight.
They're defending something.
Is it possible that I can back away facing them so they don't come at me? I try to make my way back to the party, or do we shut out?
Yeah. So as you back up to the party, they move ahead a little bit.
Oh, they're
but
chewing us out.
But they stay there.
Can I send a message to one of the goblins? Specifically this one, I suppose.
Okay.
With only a "we mean no harm." I hope you understand me. And that's the message I send them. I don't know.
You speak Goblin?
No, I speak Common.
You get a jumbled mess of weird Goblin sounds back in your head.
I wasn't aware.
And he like looks at the other Goblin and he's like pointing at his head and pointing over there. Does anybody speak Goblin?
I do not.
No, pretty sure I don't.
Nope.
No one speaks Goblin.
So, my suggestion is that we hit them really hard and hope they run away, and then we follow them.
I've got a bad feeling that diplomacy was never an option here, but
I feel like if we followed them, we'll wind up in a hive situation.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Exactly.
The other one's like slaps the other one on his head with a sword, like he's going crazy.
I'm gonna message the same guy.
You start,
and I just go, "He hit you." I don't know if they understand me at all, but I'm still just gonna be like, "He hit you," like trying to egg him on.
You get a high pitched like squeal and some Goblin words back in your head, and he's like waving his arms frantically.
Oh no!
I think you're becoming a god.
Am I? Oh gosh.
Oh no!
How to deal with the goblins? Start a suicide cult, apparently. Convince them of your god and get them to sacrifice themselves to you.
I don't
diplomacy
think a
is an
simple
option.
cantrip has convinced them that you're a god.
I would hope not.
I message the other one now. And I speak to him, and I am going to try and do a very weird voice for it.
Okay.
Just change it so it sounds like a different voice. Probably more like this. A little bit gravelly.
No, and he does the same thing, squeals and Goblin back, and he kind of like grabs his hands over his ears and like shakes his head and snarls. And then they both look over and snarl and pull out their bows.
I firebolt.
Should have just stuck with the one to convince him that there was stuff going on.
Alright, well, if you're gonna go to attack, let's roll initiative.
I'm not sure what you were saying to them, but I don't think they liked it.
They didn't really understand, to be fair.
Never find my... Dang.
Ding dong.
That's 6.
Don't forget you needed to click on your tokens before.
Don't worry, I get a nice big error reminding me of that.
Sad. Okay.
Your
I'm supposed to be
initiative
able
is
to get
good.
technology here.
Yeah, there you go, with your token, and the first time you had a 14. Alright, well, seeing her getting ready to cast a fireball.
Firebolt.
Firebolt. Well, it's just a tiny fireball. He's gonna shoot an arrow at you.
Fireball it.
For 12.
One moment. I believe my AC is 11, so...
What's your dex?
It's just +1.
Yeah, it'd be 11 then. 7 piercing. Oof.
Ow. That really hurt. I'm gonna bite someone soon.
Oops. Nevin.
Okay.
Should really cast mage armor on myself.
So, they're definitely shooting at us.
Just
I'm
arrows
going
sticking
to-
out of my shoulder.
So I'm gonna move around here. How far am I? 50 feet, 55 feet? Pretty far still. Yeah, I will just use the dodge action this turn. And end my turn here.
Okay. Chensu.
Which of these two seem to get more messed up by, like, the talking in their head part of it? Lefty or righty?
The left was originally confused, and when the second one heard it, he's like, yeah. Then they talked about it, and then they got angry.
Okay, lefty. How far away are you? 65. Crap. It's a little bit. Oh, just ever so slightly. Okay, I'm gonna reposition
Move.
you around. I don't want to move. I want to be lazy. I'm gonna reposition around this bigger tree here,
Okay.
and kinda. That's not the button I want to press. I want to make sure that I'm in range now. Yeah, he's close enough. Dissonant whispers.
Okay.
This man is gonna hear like horrible echoing versions of the voice that was in his head condemning him for fighting
Well,
against his new god.
She was doing a weird voice, and you couldn't hear it, so it's not.
Yeah, it's
No,
just
I do
weird,
have
like,
to
whispery
whisper.
sounds.
I do
Well,
have to
yeah,
whisper.
but I mean, he was whispering it, but yeah.
It just hears a chord of pain and
Sure.
agony. Let's see what is the roll? He needs to make a wisdom save. I can't remember where my roll for that is.
14.
14
I think it will likely
passes.
make it. Yeah.
My save DC is currently 13, so yeah, he passes that, which means I burn an action and a spell slot.
Aw.
Sure.
If it's a spell slot, you should still roll for damage because you usually need.
Yeah. Was it dissonant whisper or mocking?
Dissonant whispers, so I believe it takes a.
It just takes half damage.
Yeah, it takes half damage.
Eh.
Well, he still sucks, and I don't like him, but that's the stuff. I figured out what the
Right.
button was.
Yeah. So he like clenches onto his head and reels in pain still from the
Yeah, 4 points of
dark
psychic damage.
voices. Yep.
How dare.
All right. Seraphina.
Okay, how long, how far away am I from the people? Because I don't know how to see that.
You are 60 feet, roughly.
Okay, am I behind the tree too much, or, like, can you still hear me?
It's perspective.
Yeah, so you're actually fairly open, but there's one dead tree is kind of a little bit between you and them.
Okay. I have a shield item, turns out.
Yep.
Didn't know this. That would have been helpful, like, a long time ago.
It's already
Okay.
included in your armor class.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I also have a crossbow, so maybe I will try to return fire. But
Okay.
first, maybe I want to move here. Ish, kind of. Don't know if I can.
Okay.
I don't know if that's like how it just moves.
Yeah. Well, where did you start from?
I think like I started from like here.
Here. So you move 30 feet.
All right, that's good.
So 6 squares, basically.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So like right there. Might be able to get there, be the most. But you have a clear shot at them. There's just a bit bush you're shooting over top of.
That sounds good.
Okay,
Okay.
top or bottom?
We'll go for the bottom guy.
Okay.
Okie dokie. And then I need to go find the crossbow thing.
Should be in your attacks.
Wow.
There it is. 12. 12 does not hit the goblin. As your bolt just goes whizzing past his head.
Dang. Okay.
It's your turn. Alright, Riley. Now you're going with the firebolt?
Do they have cover at the moment?
They would have slight cover, yes, from you. They'd have the half cover.
Okay, if I were to move like down here with 10 feet,
just like,
then that would remedy that?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, your shot there.
Okay. Don't mind me as I measure out hiding behind the tree as well because ow. Ow, my liver. Because I probably got shot in my liver, considering I got down to 2 HP. So yeah, firebolt on the one that I messaged second, which is the bottom one.
Okay. Yeah, that's a hit.
Oh no.
Well.
Still enough to finish him off.
A
And then I move behind the tree.
Okay.
And that is my turn as I cower.
Alright. One's gonna shoot its bow at Seraphina for 23. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
That'll hit. For 6 damage.
That's rough.
Mm-hmm. Then he runs and jumps into this bush to hide.
A turd.
So Seraphina would you still see him in the bush. It's like parts of him hanging out. Nevin, I would expect probably see him too. I don't know about the other two.
13.
I have a passive of 11.
You would just barely see him. And Chensu. Passive perception.
Passive. It's written here. So 13.
13. So you all, as he dives in the bush to hide, you all see him.
Poor little dude.
Mm-hmm. Nevin.
Okay. I'm gonna run over to here. I didn't get shot at, and he ran away. So I'm going to take the dash action.
Okay.
I'm gonna run right by here. I'm gonna pretend that I don't see him in the bush.
Okay. Roll me a deception.
Where'd he go?
Roll me a deception.
He's not good at deception. He's just like, oh no, where'd the goblin go?
Ends up coming off more sarcastic, if anything.
Buys it.
Poor ghost, dumber than a box of rocks.
And you can all see him like peering out through the bushes, like I got you now.
That's my turn.
Chensu.
That worked disturbingly well. Oh, fuck it, yeah, no, bardic inspiration on our lovely actor here with just exactly that. Well, that worked disturbingly well. And that's bardic inspiration as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
Well, shit. So you get a d6, you get your bard die. D6, yeah, still d6. That's a bonus action. I should have done it last turn, I forgot. What else can I do? Do I want to burn all my high level spells? No, I want to keep one in case I need to kill something more important later. I say high level like I only have level 1 spells.
You got your cantrips.
I almost don't want to attack this guy to make it look like... Oh, I have an idea, yeah. Fuck it. Vicious Mockery. You, child, burn. DC 13 Wisdom save.
3, yeah.
Son of a...
No,
Why
it's
is
a
everyone
3.
good at this?
No, I double clicked.
Oh.
It was only a 3.
Oh, thank God. I just saw the 18 and went, God.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's gonna take the full damage and have disadvantage at the end of the next turn. But I'm gonna hit him and just go like... I'm basically just going to shout out some, like, little string of insults at him. I can't think of one off the top of my head for this crap.
Little green man.
No. I was gonna do something
Snarkier?
I had something snarky, and I forgot it because I got real upset because everyone seems to roll really high on their wisdom saves, which is the one thing I really can't afford as a bard. I need people to be stupid and hot, not smart.
Well, as you try and think of words to say, it still affects his mind, and he just feels distracted slightly, but is still dialed in on this orc going, I don't see you.
Just, how the hell does this little biter thinking that actually worked?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
All right. Elizabeth.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
I would actually like to move back over to where Riley is.
pained Riley noises.
Okay, so like back there behind the tree?
Yep, like right next to her. If I can touch her, right? Because
Yep.
that looks like I can touch her.
Yep.
I bloody hope you could.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise you have very short arms.
Feel them ears on your skin. No one else can feel those for you.
Oh,
Only the water can
gosh.
let it in. Alright. Anyway, which one is it? It is
You smack
Cure
me.
Wounds.
Cure wounds?
Yes, please.
Okay, yeah, so you run up and smother her in years of healing.
Just like with my ears and like just wrap them around like in a blanket type thing, like heal.
Here, stop bleeding.
Mm.
I
That's
figure
gonna
you
take a
just
lot.
pull the arrow out and just like put your ear on it.
That is not gonna come out easy.
So, right under the light crossbow, it says Cure Wounds. Just click that.
Oh, that has to do good. Okay.
And then
Please.
choose like level 1. I think it'll ask you to choose something.
Oh. Okay, there it is. Submit.
You heal her for 8.
Better than nothing.
Well, she was down 7, so it's...
Yeah, I'm
more
at
than-
full.
And then there's your extra healing. I think that's like a total of 11.
Again,
Yeah.
I physically cannot heal more, so you're good. We're good.
Okay. Riley.
Oh, if you could grapple the little bugger. I could have healed myself.
It's still pretty far away.
Yeah. Oh no, wherever did he go? I am going to just kind of like do that, but take the dodge action because I don't trust it. But also, I would like to try and make me not know where he is, so to speak. Should I roll deception too?
If you want, he already seems pretty focused in on the guy right next to him.
Fair
but
enough.
You can still roll it.
Yeah.
He's on to you.
I just picture I make eye contact with him at one point and it's just like, oh, that's awkward.
Alright.
How does it work for him and not me?
So the goblin pops out, shoots his bow at you. Nevin,
Oh no!
missing.
Oh no!
Oh no!
And quickly dives into this other bush.
Oh my god!
And disappears.
Wait a
No.
second.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
He actually vanished this time.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's great. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to actually. I saw him jump into the bush, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna walk over to this bush, and I kind of just want to, like, use my attack action basically to just shake the bush.
Yeah, it's basically a grapple.
He tried to kick the tree.
Roll athletics.
Yeah.
Kick the bush.
Alright, he falls out of the bush.
There you are.
Beat his ass, young Midoriya.
Oh, I don't think I can punch as a bonus action unless I punch as my action. So
I don't know because it's an attack.
Grapples count as attacks, right?
Yeah.
Like you take the attack action, substitute the first attack of your attack action with the grapple for the grapple. Therefore, you took the attack action and can bonus attack.
It specifically says when you attack with an unarmed strike or a monk.
Oh.
Oh well, then in that case, yeah, no.
Well.
It's very specific.
Yeah, and it's specifying that removes any question. Yes.
But I can move right next to him and in my turn here, so that if he tries to run away again, I can at least try to punch him.
Yep. Alright, well, Chensu.
Oh god, what do I even do here? Well, there's one idiot left and he's about to get murked in melee. I'm gonna... How far can I run again? That's 30 feet. Can I even get where I want to go? Probably not.
Punch him with your words.
I think he's a bit too far off at this point. I'm just gonna, like, creep up to the bush here, just jump ahead for a little bit and just kind of keep an eye on him, javelin in hand, in case shit goes off the wall. Keep an eye out in case there's anyone else around who might have heard this kerfuffle.
How is there not off the wall?
Alright. What's Seraphina gonna do?
Cry. Seraphina's gonna cry for a bit. Well, I figure out what I'm actually gonna do. Alright.
Things are going pretty good.
Yeah, for the most part.
It's 4v1. Everyone's alive.
Okay. Alright. Good luck. Okay, I might have to use Healing Word on myself, if I can do that.
You can, if you can either use Healing Word or Cure Wounds on yourself. Healing Word would be enough to heal you full, so you can still do an action afterwards. So that's probably the better way to do it.
All right, then let's do that. Do. Gotta look for it one more time.
Is that a cantrip or a level 1 spell?
I think
Healing
that might
Word?
be a level 1 spell.
No, it's definitely a level 1. There's no healing cantrips. That would be... So it's also right under your attacks. You got Cure Wounds, Inflict
Okay, there it
Wounds.
is.
Yeah.
I'm
Healing
blind.
Word.
Cure Wound.
Alright.
Gotta click that.
Heal
tried to click it.
yourself.
Did I not click it?
Nope.
Oh, no,
And
wait.
then choose level, probably.
Submit. All right, there you go. Just kidding. Cancel that one.
That. Oh, that's Cure Wounds. I think you wanted to do Healing Word, but click that one. Healing, the one that says Healing Word instead.
I think we said that Cure Wounds would allow me to do another action, wouldn't
No,
it?
it was the other way around. Healing Word
Oh.
lets you do another action.
All right. Okay. Well, then ignore that one.
I don't think it really matters. I think the minimum you can heal is like 6 anyway. So,
Mm-hmm.
but click it just for the sake of practice.
I think it's actually 7.
Yeah, it'd be 7.
Okay.
I just put in the +3s already. So yeah, you heal yourself for 7. Coming back to full.
Okie dokie, and then I gotta go do that other thing.
Yeah, so you
Because
can
I'm pretty
still
sure
move.
that means I don't have any spells left because I just healed twice.
Yeah.
It'd be like that sometimes. It's fine. You're fine.
Just don't get hit.
Because one thing to remember is you can also do a resting heal after fights too, where you use your hit dice. So if it looks like you're gonna win a fight, you don't always have to heal during it to use your spells. Just for
Spell slots are important because they can also be used for murder. Hit dice are exclusively for healing, so you might as well.
not that again,
Yeah.
still a good heal, but something.
Healing is
I
important
don't
in
know what's
combat,
going on
believe
half
me.
the time. Okay, so like,
It's okay.
Yeah.
I'll learn as I go.
Yeah, exactly. No, this is just a teaching thing, not a
All right.
you're wrong thing. Something to learn, something to know.
Okie dokie. And how do you actually like measure out like how far you can go with your little piece?
Yeah, so on the left-hand side, the little bar with all the stuff, there's one that looks like a
Oh.
circle with a comb in it.
Okay.
You just click and you can drag it out.
Oh, okay. That's nifty. I like that.
But
Yeah.
to move your token, you have to go back to the mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
another way you can do it is just count the spaces too. It's just be 6 spaces. So if you just you can just kind of click and move it as you go.
All right. I want to go specifically right here.
Okay. Just move yourself there.
I think it's like, put it up.
Okay.
Wait,
And what did you want to? Anything else you wanted to do?
I want to
'Cause
see.
you got your
if-
action.
Oh man, that might be risky. I don't want. Oh no. Okay, I want to see if I can't try to use my action to try again with my crossbow to hit the goblin.
Sure.
All right, way too far out. That though, I need to check because I think I can only aim 60 feet.
80. It's 80.
It's
80?
80.
Crossbow.
You're good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So then I just click the crossbow, and that'll
Yep.
probably just okay. Do it.
And that's a hit.
Okie dokie.
So click there on this, right where it said the 16. Click the word light crossbow below it. Yeah, there you go. 2.
Oh no.
All right.
Did our
You shoot
curse
him.
come to this one too?
Yeah, he does not die from your crossbow bolt. As you
Well, at least he
fired.
has damage done.
You give him an extra large piercing in his ear.
Oh gosh,
But it's
does it
not-
just dangle there?
Now it goes straight through, leaving a hole.
Oh.
Surprise ear piercing. Happy 21st, man.
Oh,
I
gosh.
see. Mm,
Do you speak from experience? I ask, now trying to firebolt him, I suppose.
Sure.
Oh, actually, I don't want to cause a forest fire. So I'm gonna move like 10 feet forward and then Ray of Frost.
All right.
No.
That does miss.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So the surprisingly resilient goblin gets to go again.
Smack him!
So he's gonna drop his bow and take out his little scimitar and try and stab you
Oh, well,
For
that's a
20.
very good stab.
for 6 slashing damage.
Oh gosh.
And then he's gonna disengage. Kind of gets in behind the bushes, not hiding, but he's in the bushes, using him as cover. Shrub.
Rub the goblin.
All right. Well, Nevin, it is your turn.
Hey, don't point pointy things at people. I'm gonna run at him.
It's
chase his ass. Get him.
smack him.
Delete him.
Smack
Here
him.
is my first attack of the whole combat. Oh, jeez.
All right, and yeah.
Can I
You
knock
want-
him unconscious
Dang.
with that instead
Okay.
of just killing him?
Dang. Poor dude.
Sure, and then you can interrogate him in languages that he doesn't speak.
Nah, I just want to knock him out.
Okay.
I don't plan to do anything with him. I just want to knock him out.
All right. Yeah, you run up and give him a punch, and boom, down he goes, unconscious.
I walk over to this goblin and I cut off its left ear
Okay.
because I can.
Hey, you wanted to get paid.
I need money. I'm a wizard. I'm a broke wizard, my dude.
Broke bloke.
I'm now gonna make a goblin ear counter tally thing.
Sure.
It's just in my notes. It's not on my
Yeah.
sheet or anything.
No, it's fine.
Goblin ears.
You can put it wherever you want.
1. I kind of want to cut the left one off the other one, but he's alive.
Oh, you don't know that yet. You can go and check him.
Ooh, I'm gonna try and see if he's alive.
Roll medicine.
The one time
Yeah,
I
he's
want to
alive.
fail. The one time I want to fail, I get a
Yeah.
15.
You gotta get like below a 5. He's alive.
Alright, really quick, I have a question.
Sure.
Sorry. Okay, so with like the NPC hit and miss thing, is it like you have to get above a 15 for it to hit?
It depends what their armor is. Like you have an armor of 18, so they have to get above that. Like every NPC will have its own rating for their armor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what your armor class is. That's the roll you
Yeah.
need to beat with a d20 plus
Or
some
match.
modifiers to actually hit. Yeah, beat
Yeah.
or meet. Meets
For
it, beats
example,
it.
mine is 14, and they rolled 20, so I got hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, real bad.
To hit Riley, they only have to roll an 11.
I'm a 14. For some reason, I'm the second hardest to hit in this group.
Hey, I'm also 14.
5 per second.
Don't worry, I get to be AC of 14 if I cast Mage Armor. Okay. I'm trying to remember, did I bite a goblin last time, or?
You did, but a goblin.
you
fought-
hit one
hit
on the
the
ship.
Yes.
Okay. Then I will not bite it, I will simply just coup de grace.
Alright. I suppose, yeah, it's a good way to regain health after a fight. Have someone knock them out and then you go and bite them.
I mean, yeah, but the thing is I got healed, so I don't actually
Yeah.
bite. I just coup de grace with, like, my tiny knife.
Alright, you walk up and slit the goblin's throat. It dies unconscious.
And then I slice off its left ear.
Violence.
And, yeah, you take its ear.
It was left ears, right?
Yes, left ears, we'll say.
Okay.
Well, that could have gone better. Eh.
Nevin, next time, definitely leave one unconscious. And then, if it looks like we're gonna win, Serafina, don't heal me.
Panic.
I know, it's okay, sweetheart. I'm just saying. For next time.
Okay.
This is in character, by the way. I just dropped the accent. It's okay,
I
don't worry.
Are you at all curious as why she wants one left alive and not to be healed, though?
Goblin soup.
Y'all have not asked me
Goblins.
what the freak is up with me biting things.
Well,
I'm surprised.
My character was very drunk last night.
You're not now, though.
No, he's not.
But are you smart enough to put two and two together?
I'm not. See, I have an excuse. I'm an idiot, but I'm hot.
mean-
Birds.
Pretty
Yeah,
sure I need
exactly.
the intelligence, and I have regular intelligence.
I
so
mean,
I
Better
need.
than mine.
I think that
It's a weird request, no matter.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, and I'm just like, that seems like there's a problem, but nobody else is bringing it up, so maybe it's just a cultural thing, I guess.
Exactly.
Alright.
It is a very weird thing, but it's like, I'm not going to talk about this right now.
Yeah, I'm not judging. I'm just being like, all right, weird cultural thing. Good to know. Everyone else is just going like, I have no idea how to respond to this. So
We're in the middle of the forest, super far from civilization. I'm
Oh,
not
you're
going to
like-
talk about this right now.
I like 3 hours travel is probably not super far. All right, well, you guys stand around in an awkward silence near some dead goblins.
well, that could have gone a bit better.
I got ears.
Oh, thank God we're paid.
I would like to look around to see if I can find tracks to see where they came from, basically, to get here.
Sure, yeah. Roll your survival.
Sure.
Yeah, you can see a path, probably that they've traveled more than once through the underbrush that leads off into the further deeper into the woods.
Well, looks like they came from that direction. But if you guys don't mind, I'd like to take a breather.
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
Very true.
All right.
I will go and sit under this tree and kind of take out my book of lore and start reading a passage. Sure, passage from it. Just keeping to myself. You lot should really start questioning people's motives.
I mean, I don't think I should question it right now.
You want to be able to run away if need be.
A little bit.
It's more like you're not wanting to bite me, so I don't see an immediate problem with it.
Just don't let me get in a blood frenzy. It's fine.
I'm
Well,
sorry, excuse me. You know what now?
Shut up. That's not in character.
All
Blood.
right.
Also, Blood Frenzy's from Pathfinder, that's why I'm like,
Oh, right, yeah.
Because if a Dhampir doesn't drink blood after a while, you can get blood starved and you go into a blood frenzy and you'll just bite whatever. Whatever moves, you will bite it and consume its blood, even if it's a friend.
Well, good thing we don't have to worry about that at the moment.
That I know
You
of.
guys settle in this nice little grove with some berry bushes around and begin to take a rest.
What kind of berries are there? Like, can I try and figure that out, or... I don't have knowledge nature as a skill.
Yeah, I would say your character, given pretty much everything we know about them, probably wouldn't know at all about these berries.
Seraphina, are these okay to eat?
You probably have to roll a nature check. I have no idea.
You should roll a nature check.
All right. No. I don't know, man. Sorry.
I mean, the
if we don't know,
goblins were eating
probably not. But they're goblins.
Mm-hmm.
I probably
Can't
wouldn't
be
eat half the
that
stuff that they
bad.
eat. I think probably as a rule of thumb that the goblins eating it, they probably don't eat it.
I would like to take my small knife and cut one of the berries in half. I don't know how big the berries are.
I think they're just little, like, slightly smaller than blueberry size.
Okay, well, still probably want to cut one in half to see what it looks like on the inside.
They look like a little red berry.
Hey, Sarah, you're good with plants and things, right?
Yeah, but these ones kind of don't look like the ones around my house, so I wouldn't know. I'd have to study more plants.
I
Let's keep it,
would
let's
like
keep
to
a set
eat
of them
it.
with you then, eh? Something with fun. I'm just going to, as like, let's keep a set with you. It might be good for. Wait, what? Just look over as you just plop it in.
I eat half of it.
I'd like to roll a medicine check in case she needs help.
It tastes gross.
Tastes like a dirty sock.
Yeah.
But not
Let me
like...
try one.
Wait, hold on a second. How do you know what a dirty sock tastes like?
You know when you smell something and you can just taste it?
No.
Keep it that way. Keep it that way.
I'm just so confused.
Have you
I
ever
have a
smelled
feeling-
fresh bread?
Right. Yeah, definitely done that one before. Yes.
You know how your mouth waters a bit? Does your mouth not water when you smell? Okay.
I just look really confused now. Just like, what the fuck is wrong with you people?
Just relax for a little bit.
Just gonna lean up against a tree in confusion, just like, there's so many weird things in other cultures. It's neat, but like, whoa.
Right, so they just taste bad, like they're not poisonous.
She doesn't seem to be suffering any ill effects.
Except she keeps like sticking
Okay.
her tongue out and going bleh, bleh. It's like a
Well.
snake if they bite something weird, just
Are you doing that with your mask on?
well, I had to kind of pull it down in order to eat the berry. Bleh.
Well, because I still don't trust since she's technically part undead, right? So we don't know that though.
Yeah, no
Tough.
one knows because no one's asked.
Nope.
This should probably be
Yeah.
brought up at some point.
Should I roll a hit dice now, or am I gonna wait?
Are we gonna be attacked before a long rest short rest finishes?
Or- yeah. That's why I'm just like, should I roll it right now, or should I wait a moment?
Yeah, well, your rest goes through. You can roll your hit dice.
Okay. Oh, hey, I got all my HP back.
Hey.
Ooh. Okay.
I'd roll hit dice, but I didn't take any damage.
Exactly.
Smugly in perfect health.
I just hear fireworks, don't worry.
It's Canada Day. Things explode a lot around here.
Yeah, there's no fireworks here today at all.
Well, even though 4th of July has yet to come, I've been hearing fireworks every day for the last 3 days.
It's American Explosion Week. It'll just happen all the time.
Yeah, I can't have my window open, or my cat will like hide under the bed. So it's AC
Pride
for
is
the whole
over. It's
week.
time for wrath. Explosions.
Hmm. Like my cat is just—he acts like a bat out of hell. Like he runs like the whole
God.
length of the apartment if he gets too wound up.
Mm.
Oh.
It's just like, well, I'm trying to sleep. It's 3 a.m. and it's like, all you hear is just like all throughout the house. And it's just like, okay, I guess this is my life now. It comes with the territory.
I love you, but stop.
Mm.
Let's follow those tracks. Maybe we'll be able to find where they put the supplies, or maybe we'll accidentally find more of them.
All right.
Well, since you found it, you want to lead, maybe?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and lead.
Technically, you still have my bardic inspiration should you need it.
Yes.
Alright, so you guys are sneaking through the woods, trying to follow this trail.
Sneaky beaky.
So let's get like a group stealth check.
I was worried about that. It's a 14.
Shit.
So,
I rolled a 19 plus 3.
So 14, 15, 22. Even if you are the worst and you're not, you're all doing pretty good. Alright.
Oh, thank God.
Riley just kind of disappears. A little bit. Probably helps that she doesn't
lessons
breathe.
from the goblin.
To be fair, she doesn't breathe, so that probably helps.
Now let's be fair. The goblin did get away from you the second time.
Exactly, that's what I was asking.
Alright, so as you move through the brush and through the trees, you come up into a very big clearing further down, but back by the water. The trail leads you back down by the water again.
That's good.
Or at least that's what you think at first. Then you realize it's just a small pond, actually. You haven't actually made it back out to the sea yet. Or at least, from what you can see through the brush, it's probably it's a fairly big pond. There's a lot of lily pads. And you see some makeshift structures set up in the clearing. Some goblins about. It looks to be a fairly permanent goblin residence. But then something really catches your eye down by the water. Down by the water, you see a large, bluish-green, translucent, glowing toad, surrounded by totems pulsing with energy.
Don't mind me as I zoom into show stream.
Thunder Toad. He's surrounded by totems.
Some little frogs on top of him.
It definitely looks like they caught it some with the totems.
And as you look at it, like it is translucent. You can see through the toad. It's almost ethereal in nature.
How many totems are there? Are there 9?
There are actually 7.
Okay, 7 totems. Noting that on a piece of paper real quick.
Yeah, it looks like there's 2 on the 2 sides and 3 at the
Hmm.
Yeah. I regret a lot of decisions right now.
I strongly suggest we don't run in blindly because there's a lot of them.
Definitely not. Do you think perhaps if we asked... Well, do you think we should return back to the city? Maybe if we asked the Tempest College or whatever they are, the Tempest Church, maybe you think they'll lend us some men to come back out and help? That seems like a lot of people.
Didn't you
goblins.
say they were missing men?
Oh, that's true. So then we'd have to go recover those people. Then maybe they'd help us. Or we're stuck doing this by ourselves.
So there's 6 goblins, 3 regular frog things, like larger frogs, but you know, and then the big frog. Toad
And you can
thing.
see a number of the supplies
Mm.
lying around as well.
La loot. Oh, I do want that. Oh. Uh-oh. But that's a stealth roll, right?
To do what?
I have one of those. I have a spell that's like disguise self, right? But like, I don't think I could. Can I use that here?
What?
I would probably suggest not doing that.
You are out of spells for one. Oh, but you got it once per day, though. Yeah, you can actually use that without. Let's see, what does it do? Disguise self. Look different, so you can make you and yourself. You can seem 1 foot shorter or taller, so you'd be a pretty big goblin. If you wanted to look like a goblin. They're like 3 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
You
3.5.
Stand out a little bit.
And you wouldn't be able to talk to them.
Yeah, so that definitely wouldn't be a good idea. Okay, so then
I mean,
there's
not saying there's
nothing...
not something you can't do with that, but those are your limitations to know.
I don't want to die. Okay, so let's not do that. Because that's only going to be met with death.
So we know that where the supplies are now. We know where their base is. I don't know what's up with that frog thing.
It seems to be imprisoned in some capacity.
Yeah, it does. From what I can tell, letting it out would maybe be a helpful thing, but also could be very bad for us.
Can I, like, roll to see if I may have possibly in the past have studied anything about translucent frog thing, like maybe a history check, I don't know, or religion?
I would say if anything, maybe an Arcana.
Arcana I will take.
Oh my gosh.
Given the nature of it, it definitely seems to be some sort of fake spirit.
Okay.
You wouldn't know anything about it specifically, but it's probably some sort of water spirit or pond spirit or lake spirit that is fey in nature.
Does it seem like it's tethered here?
It definitely seems like it's trapped with your Arcana. The totems they have set up around it definitely seem to be containing it and imprisoning it.
Okay. I almost want to help the Fey spirit. I don't know much about Fey, though, necessarily. I know they're tricksy. I can't tell if this one's good or bad or anything of the sorts. I mean, it's being imprisoned, so I assume it's here against its will. I'm muttering this to the group.
I think
as you're watching and kind of viewing the goblins as they kind of mill about, the ones with the frog hats definitely seems, and you've noticed this when you were fighting them on the boat as well, definitely have like very strong jumping abilities.
that's right.
Leaping far higher than you expect any goblin would normally be able to.
I think helping you said it was a spirit?
It seems like it's a fey spirit. If I had to happen, I guess.
If it's a spirit, maybe it's reasonable and it won't just kill us. So I think maybe helping it might be the right way to go about this.
We would have to help it before the goblins kill us.
Yeah, that's the thing. And
What's with the...
I don't know how to deal with I'm sorry, but I don't know how to deal with those totems other than maybe punching them.
With my roll, would I know anything about it? Or is it kind of like...
as long as they're in place, they're kind of channeling a spell, you know that. So
if they got knocked out of place by, say, a punch, then it should weaken...
it might actually work, though there might be some potential feedback or damage by punching them.
To our monk friend or to the totems? Or both.
Yeah, they're surrounded in crackling electrical energy. Punching them, again, just a guess just by looking at it, looks to be maybe dangerous.
Is there a reason why there's a unique goblin?
Why there's... What?
This one right here?
Yeah, he kind of low-key matches the frog for some reason.
Yeah, he's got some stuff going on with some frog skin headband with like frog teeth on it, and he's got some earrings and some face paint and some stuff. He definitely looks to be like a shaman of sorts for the goblins with all the stuff he's carrying. Definitely mystical in nature.
That might be the reason why there's totems there.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we hit him hard enough, if it would knock the totems out of whack.
I don't know. I don't know how they work.
Did you try overloading the totems?
Just break them, probably.
Because you do have like that electric bolt spell, right? I know it's a fire one. Right.
I have the ability to throw like 3 glowing darts of magical force at it.
And I think there's some trees between us and...
Yeah, well, my spell would not care. I cast Magic Missile at the darkness.
Oh no!
It hits! But not actually, I don't do that because that'd be stupid right now. However, if I do that, we're gonna have to be ready to fight.
And there's a lot of them. You guys just had trouble with 2 of them.
Yeah, we had a lot of trouble with just 2 of them.
To be fair,
I butts handed to us.
I honestly think we could probably handle them. It's just how we go about it.
Well,
could we actually...
We definitely need a surprise round.
So, if you are
confident that you can break that toad out, maybe we just break it out and run.
We could do that. Do I think that arcane force would knock the totems out of whack?
Good as chance of anything.
True enough.
It's one of those things that's a more trial and error than not. Because you can see it's obviously magical in nature, but it's haphazardly thrown together by a goblin shaman, so it's not exactly following the books.
Right, hear me out on this one. I've got an idea. So, look around over there. You can see there's creatures sitting in the swamp there too, the big old frog nasty biters from before. There's two on this side, but there's only one over there and that nice cover you can hide from. A lot of them seem to be sticking around and milling about buildings up in the north half of the side of the city here. If we sneak around to the other side, use those trees as cover and get up real close. We could jump out, take out enough of those poles that nasty little spell thing that they've got going on there breaks off. Let that thing loose and run like hell. We don't need to fight him, we don't need to kill him, we're here to cripple him. One hit, run out. Never notice, no one sees a thing. We go. But it's gonna be hard. Take the long way around the camp, sneak around to the other side, hide around with the cover with the trees, wait for them to all be busy at the other side of the camp, and blitz the bloody thing. Take it all out as soon as we can, turn tail, and run.
Does no one know if these guys are nocturnal?
Well, it's daytime and they're awake.
That's true. Okay, maybe I'm trying to ask if they're active at night as well. If they just don't care.
Yeah, I mean, again, probably not
Same
goblin
results.
But they'd have to sleep at some point, right? You do know they sleep. They're not supernatural.
I mean, if all else fails, we could watch over them for a while and see when they actually sleep.
That also could become problematic. We would need to move prior to that. Because when those two guards don't come back, things are gonna become more havoc.
If those two guards don't come back, they might send others out to look for them. They might drop their numbers here.
Also,
we don't know if this is all of them, though.
You can't see in the dark, can you?
I don't think I can, no. That's also a bad idea. But I do have those.
Well, I think we're pretty much at our end point anyway.
Yeah, it's been like 3 hours, so I suppose...
So yeah, something to think about for next week.
Yeah. Next week we'll be figuring out exactly what we want to do. We'll probably...
Person, yes. Yeah.
Don't worry, I was thinking of that, but also we need to grab the supplies, which is the main quarry.
Don't burn the supplies.
We want to surprise them, not supplies.
Supplies!
Supplies!
I got something special for you in the supplies closet. Yeah, opens the doors, another guy there. Supplies!
Supplies and freaking goblins.
Oh no.
So
that might be an idea for next time. I've got an idea.
Alrighty.
Yeah, there's quite a few things to work with here, so.
There's multiple things. We're gonna try and think of them. And
yes, I did get that reference.
Thank you.
Actually, that's an older one.
Yeah.
That one
it's
you
an
shouldn't
old
know.
gift.
Yeah, that one's old enough you shouldn't know it.
To be fair, you don't know how old Will is anyway.
That's true. I'm just guessing young.
Older than me.
Time in hell.
Yeah, that doesn't mean old though.
I have 2 degrees. And I'll leave it at that.
Anyway, so we'll
relatively speaking, I'm still not thinking old.
We'll
That's
see.
fair, yeah. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna wrap down the stream. Thanks
Right,
for
we're
coming to
recording.
watch. Yeah, I haven't ended stream yet. So thanks guys for coming out. We're gonna be back next Thursday at 7 p.m. playing D&D again. And next time we will be facing the goblins, or seeing how to best avoid facing the goblins. We
The
shall
mystery of the goblin spirit in the wood, or the frog spirit in the goblin woods.
Yes, and also possibly finally asking what the heck's going on with you biting people. But
Well,
that's a different story altogether.
halfway through this campaign, you're just gonna be like doing it in front of us all. We're just like, yeah, she does that sometimes. We don't know why.
It's gonna be
Will there be arson? Tune in and find out.
We will see.
Remember, kids, when in doubt, C4.
Oh no, not the forest.
Well, we will see you guys next Thursday, and I will be streaming on Friday at 2 p.m. EST, and
Which is tomorrow.
yeah, it's gonna be tomorrow. Normally I'm gonna be streaming Thursdays and Fridays, during the summer at least. I don't quite know certain schedules, we'll see, but for now it's streaming Thursday evening at 7 p.m. D&D. Maybe streaming in the afternoon if I have energy. And yeah, so we'll see you guys in the next stream or the next D&D game or wherever you guys decide to pop in. Thanks for coming out, guys.